Many of us start meditating with the idea that we're going to sit down and there is going to be a space where there are no thoughts, just complete silence, a blank canvas. And then the first few times that we sit down to try and meditate, what we get is a mind that has racing thoughts, a mind that wants to go into the past, a mind that wants to go into the future, a mind that wants to try and remember everything that you did or the email that you didn't send. And then, of course, the natural thing would be to jump onto conclusions and say, well, I can't meditate. Meditation is simply not for me, maybe for some other people, but I'm just not equipped to be a meditator. It's important to say that there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the people that are able to sit down and meditate. Your experience is completely normal for first time, second time, 10 time, 100 time meditators. The mind is a tool and a very powerful one, and it can help us solve problems, create stories, imagine the future, reflect on the past. And most of us have trained this mind for decades to constantly move from one thing to another. So when we suddenly sit down and say, okay, mind, now be completely still, that is completely unfamiliar territory. So let me give you a little bit of my background. The first time that I meditated was in 2015. My girlfriend at the time invited me to a meditation hall. There was a group of people that were coming together all to meditate. And so I get to this place and I take a seat, and without much explanation, they simply tell me, close your eyes. And they went on to do a non guided meditation. So there were no prompts to help you with the technique or to come back to yourself if your mind went on racing. So I didn't know any of this. I had no background in meditation. So you want to guess what I did? I didn't know what meditation was about. So I went into the tasks that I had to do, the things that I was going to do the next day. I even went into problem solving mode and started thinking about things about work and how I was going to structure it. Meditation comes to an end, and I'm feeling, wow, this meditation thing is amazing. I can close my eyes and solve problems. It was only later when my girlfriend at the time asked me about my experience that I learned more about the misunderstanding that I had about what meditation was even about. And I think that you may have a different misunderstanding that I had, because meditation is something that is more widely talked about today. But I think a lot of us could end up thinking that meditation, even at the very beginning, is supposed to be the space where there are no thoughts, just a blank canvas. And that is just simply not the case. That is not how the mind works. It's a little bit like taking a dog out that has been trained to run freely without a leash, right, and let it do whatever it wants to do, wherever it wants to do it. And then all of a sudden, after 10 years, you tell this dog, sit, and you expect the dog to follow your instructions. Well, of course, that's not going to happen. The same thing is happening with the mind. You have trained the mind to allow it to do anything that it wants, generates any thoughts, any patterns, any problem solving that it wants to go into. But we've never trained the mind to simply sit still, to pay attention to what we are directing it to. And honestly, it may not even feel safe slowing down at first. This is why meditation techniques exist, not to fight the mind, but to gently guide it, to create an environment where the mind slowly feels safe enough to settle. When we observe the breath or become mindful of the breath, we're giving the mind one simple thing to do: an anchor, one place to rest. And over time, the mind begins slowing down naturally, not by force, but through awareness. Thoughts may still appear, sometimes slower, sometimes they'll come faster, depending on your day, depending on your emotional state, your stress, your inner world. Meditation is not necessarily the absence of thoughts. It's the change in our relationship to them. So imagine that you're sitting beside a river. Leaves are floating down the water, and you notice them passing by. And you don't jump into the river and chase every leaf. You simply observe them. Thoughts are very similar because In mindfulness meditation, what we are doing is we are observing the mind. We're observing the stories that the mind is creating without identifying with it, without labeling any of these thoughts as good or bad, or adequate or inadequate, or being angry because the thoughts are coming. No, we simply take a back seat and we are able to see the picture that is being played in front of us. And through this, we begin to realize something very important, which is we are not the mind. We are not the thoughts or the stories created by the mind. And honestly, this realization changed my relationship to myself because I stopped the process of believing all the different fears and identifications that my mind had with many things in the outer world that were not mine. But through meditation, I started noticing, oh, well, the mind is generating stories again. And that little moment of awareness created space, freedom. And something beautiful begins happening when you realize you can sit beside your thoughts instead of drowning inside of them. And over time, something softened. Not perfectly, not permanently, but little by little. And in those spaces, you begin to experience moments of peace. Not because life became perfect, but because you stop clinging to every thought passing through you. But know that meditation is not about becoming thoughtless overnight. It's about learning the patterns of our mind by observing it. It's about learning how to settle your mind and become the master of it and utilizing it when you're supposed to use it. And I would like to leave you with something very practical that you can do. I'm going to link a mindfulness meditation below. Follow the instructions of the meditation, observe the breath. When thoughts start to arise, simply label it story. That simple moment of awareness in which you are able to see the thoughts that you may have been engaged in and labeling it story is a very good first step in mastering your mind, in training your mind. And then you keep going back to the breath. And then the next time that you wake up inside another story, inside another thought pattern, again, you label it story. And that's it. No judgment, no complaints, no labeling, no getting angry about the fact that a new thought came in or that you got tangled up in the story. This is all absolutely normal. This is a safe space for us to meditate, let go, and come back to ourselves. Stay close.